Previously in Dragon's Maw. The Dragon Mawlers and the B team finally left Slayer Base. The Maulers immediately got ambushed by a whole bunch of Four Horses Raiders, backed up by a cultist dragon hybrid sniper. Fortunately, a rebel cultist dragon hybrid sniper was there to back up the Maulers as they finished off the raiders. The rebel hybrid turned out to be a shy former pony named Swift, who bore the news that the civil schism that had been brewing since Aurelia's reveal has, between the executive joining and Aurelia's broadcast, upgraded to a full-on religious schism, driving some ponies to leave the cult outright. But as Zenkarn studied the then-dead hybrid, he made a couple of unsettling discoveries. One, the cult was using much more advanced magic to create the pony-dragon hybrids. And two, that magic was binding the souls of those ponies to an agonizing purgatory separate from the normal necromantic soul well, which bothered the hell out of Zenkarn. Swift left immediately after Zenkarn relayed that information, which gave Powderkeg the floor to turn on Dr. Tibbs. Suspecting that Tibbs had arranged the raider ambush, Powderkeg revealed that the intel he'd received from Lilypad's contacts... Start that sentence over. Suspecting that Tibbs had arranged the raider ambush, Powderkeg revealed the intel he'd received from Lilypad's contacts. Quote, "There's a pony known as the Doctor, a popular drug dealer and medic in the Pestilence Gang. Basic description seems to match Dr. Tibbs," end quote. Tibbs shrugged it off and admitted to being a Pestilence Gang member, sent by his boss Pestilence himself to keep an eye on the Maulers. Powder promptly threw a grenade, the one specifically labeled with Tibbs' name, which the group barely dodged. Tibbs barely survived getting killed by the party since the group wanted to interrogate him about exactly what he'd done since he was with them, but Powderkeg got away with delivering a knockout blow to Tibbs' head anyway. The group tied up Tibbs' unconscious body, and Tempered Steel carried him over his shoulder. Full of questions, the Maulers headed for Radio Crackle Tower. That is Session 23 in a nutshell. So, I guess we start as you finish your hike to Radio Crackle Tower. You arrive at the front door, basically. There are a couple of Steel Rangers outside just kind of guarding, and they acknowledge you as you approach.
Hi, can we come in?
After, kind of checking around the area to make sure that there's no one following you or whatnot, the Steel Rangers unlock the front door and allow you inside, with Tempered Steel still carrying Tibbs' unconscious body.
Lots of shuffles inside, looking utterly dejected.
Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, sorry. I forgot something.
Okay.
Sorry.
Anyway.
There it goes. Javalt looks around the inside of the room to see if there's anything different. That was a roll, which I got a 9 on.
Nothing seems different or out of place, although, since the last couple times you visited, it seems like they have touched up the place.
Yeah.
Tried to replace a light here or there, clean up a lot of the debris and, the broken electronics and whatnot. Clear out some of the dead bodies.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like good house maintenance.
Yeah, just stuff like that.
Woo!
All right.
Is anyone around?
You hear just sort of this thundering on the stairs as Torque comes rushing down to meet you. Says, "Hey, Maulers, how are you doing?"
Not great.
Okay, then. Okay.
Flotsam smiles a little despite...
That took
Sorry, go
out a lot of my thunder, but okay.
Flotsam smiles a little despite the situation and says, "It's really good to see you, Torque. Sorry, we're just, we're not doing so great at the moment."
What?
We're facing a bit of a crisis at the moment.
Bit of a HR issue.
Okay. Do you need me to do anything?
I'm sorry, HR. That means resources. What was the H for again?
Hate. Lots and lots of hate.
Hate resources. How did that ever pass legal?
Legal's stupid. That's
It
kind of
was
irrelevant
originally
anyway.
humongous resources, but we had less after the war.
See, that makes more sense.
Torque, do you know if Gale Force and Pearl are around?
Yes, they are. They're up in the broadcasting floor.
Flotsam looks back at the others and says, "Will someone please come and tell me when he wakes up?"
Can do.
All right.
Oh my
send your
gosh, what
medic.
happened to your medic?
He's
Powder,
not our medic.
happened to him.
Like I said, we're facing an issue, internal issue.
Watson
Oh,
flies upstairs.
Does that mean it's none of my business?
Well,
Well,
I
we
wouldn't
want
put
to
it that
figure some
bluntly,
stuff
but-
out before we want to talk about it.
All right.
Let's just say that fucker's lucky to be alive right now.
no thanks to you.
I'd vote with Powder, to be honest, but I think that's a discussion for a later time.
Yes,
Torg
yes.
just kind of looks a little bit awkward, but then, musters up the, strength of will to just salute very firmly and say, "Very well, I will give you the privacy you desire. I will go out and look for some raiders to punch." And then he marches
Actually,
out of the...
before you do go, can you possibly get me a radio of some sort?
I'm afraid I don't know much about the radio equipment stuff. I'm just here to punch things if necessary and make them explode.
Ah,
So I will go out and do that. The others upstairs can help you with the radio thing. I will go now.
All right.
And Torg marches out the door to...
Zenfone, I need your assistance. Javon sort of starts walking toward the door. He's trying to make sure that Zenkon comes with him, but he's not trying to force anything.
Where are you going? Where are you going, Joel?
He's
Upstairs?
going up to look for radio stuff.
You'd find that up on the 5th floor.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
So
I give a look at Powder and I'm like, just don't do anything to him while we're gone. I kind of want to interrogate him a little bit myself, and then I follow Javolt.
Don't worry, I'm not going to let anyone do anything to Tibbs for the time being.
As long as it's only for the
Gosh,
time being.
I make no
So we've
promises on
just
that matter.
split the party 3 different ways.
have we? Have we?
No.
Because
Yes.
aren't you all basically heading up to the same place, just with different goals in mind?
Mm,
Yes.
Okay, apparently I didn't realize that. Anyway, while they're walking upstairs, Javolt turns to Zenkarn and says, "So, you know about souls and whatnot, apparently."
What tipped you off, genius?
Let's get the laugh out of Aurelia in the back.
Yes, well, I was wondering what your view was on, say, artificially created souls.
Interesting idea. I don't know if it's actually possible, but as a sort of theory, it's intriguing. I don't know, I've never really thought about it before.
So, I mean, would there be any sort of methodology? Is there any sort of requirement here, or?
Well, what do you mean? For like one existing, or for creating one, or for moving one?
Yes. Well, moving one, not so much. Maybe later, but right now, creating an existing would be good.
Probably would have to look at making a sort of see how like the soul framework. I mean, what are we getting from? Are we creating one from nothing, or are we basing this on something else? I mean, more information would help.
Overhearing your conversation, Aurelia in the back narrows her eyes and says, "Javolt, what did you do?"
I honestly did. I did next to nothing. I gave someone something and they did the rest. The fact that someone was technically a computer program at the time is
What?
irrelevant.
Wait, hang on. Wait, is this all to make a computer program come to life?
No, the computer program probably already has come to life. I'm just trying to
What?
confirm that.
Aurelia face palms.
Wait. You know a computer program that's created potentially an artificial soul.
Yes.
What?
That's awesome.
Javolt, we don't have time for your utter bullshit right now.
No, shut up. This is interesting.
Yes, well, you remember how this morning I was,
No
cut up
offense,
some
Tempered Steel.
things.
Oh,
Oh, come on, I already made
1,
that.
2.
I wouldn't have even known I was supposed to be offended by that
Till you
I
mentioned it.
still don't understand why I'm supposed to be offended by that.
Oh,
Volt
man.
puts a hook to his lips as if to say, "Don't tell him."
Okay then.
Any-
y'all climb up the 4 flights of stairs up to the big old broadcast vault.
Actually, on the way up, Temporary Steel's gonna check each floor to see if there are any, like, unused rooms that, if need be, could be suitable places to lock up Tibbs as sort of a jail cell kind of thing, if need be.
Would there be a suitable room for that? I will have to check. I don't think so. This is mainly just an office tower sort of thing.
Javolt
Cubicles,
suddenly-
computers, filing cabinets, not a whole lot in the way of, upstairs has been converted into kind of a almost self-sufficient living facility, but not really much in the way of jail cells.
Well, or it just basically has to be a room that he can be locked in.
Javolt suddenly stops everyone on the 4th floor. Wait a minute. That door has an enchantment on it that causes anyone who goes through that isn't registered to,
explode or whatever, yeah. What's your point?
So we don't
I don't
take Tibbs through.
yes.
Okay, then what's to stop him waking up, escaping his bonds, and just walking back down the stairs?
No, I mean,
Temporary
Tibbs
Steel
is not going to be able to go through because he's not registered. Is he?
Can't you register him? Not that we really want him in there.
Well, I mean,
It's
I
better if we just leave
could,
someone
but
out
you
here
know-
watching him to make sure
Well,
he doesn't run away.
I can wait out here.
I will too.
Yeah, alright.
Okay, you guys do that. I want to talk to Pearl. Flotsam
Actually-
goes on in.
Plus, I wanted an update, so I might stay outside too.
As you approach the vault door, what exactly do you guys do? Who goes through? Who stays? What do you do with Tibbs?
Well, Javolt is somewhat...
We
Javolt
still
is
have
going
Tibbs
to...
tied up. So, I guess
Temporary
Powder
Steel
is definitely staying behind. So is Steel, because Steel doesn't want to leave Powder alone with him.
I'll stay because Flotsam wants an update as soon as he wakes up, and I'm probably in the best position to do that.
Oh, thank you.
Javolt will sort of give the other 3 a long look, and then sort of slowly back into the door and go in.
Okay. So, one more time, who's through? Who stays? Just the groups.
So the people who are staying on the other side are Steel, Powder, Zenkarn, and Tibbs, who is unconscious.
Okay.
Javolt and Flotsam are going through and upstairs, possibly with Aurelia, I don't know.
Yeah, Aurelia will probably be going through. She doesn't want
Okay.
She doesn't seem to want anything to do with the whole Tibbs drama thing.
Oh,
Craggy, I'm assuming, is still biting down on Flotsam.
Javolt will leave
yeah.
Igor behind with the group.
Okay, so
Because she's there, she's just remarkably quiet now, for some reason.
Oh god, she's the Order of the Stick Raven.
Who is?
Igor
Oh god, Chica! Sorry.
and Chica kind of just decides to stay with Zenkarn because
Because
Why
she
not?
can't get through the door.
that's true. Yeah, she's not registered either, so she
That
can
is true, yeah.
go through the door.
Wait, I mean, all the Dragon Maulers have admin privileges, right? Can edit or...
I think it was mainly just Javolt. I think yeah, all the Maulers have, as far as interacting with the enchantment goes, privileges.
Yeah,
but
'cause
you
Javolt-
you do need a certain level of magical ability to be able to directly interface with it like that.
Well, then I guess
Which is limited to Javolt and Zenkarn and the unicorns of the group.
Boneheads.
Anyway, so with the group that's going inside, Javolt and Flotsam and Aurelia, y'all head up, and you notice that the on-air light is lit up, and you see in the big old broadcast tower that they've now organized and cleaned up a bit, getting all the records cataloged in a row and getting all their living quarters. The place looks very lived in now. They've set up kind of a bit of they've taken one of the cubicle things from downstairs and set it up around the main microphone area and turned it into a little recording booth.
Oh,
And kind of soundproofed it. So right now, Smack Talk is on the air, but you can't hear what he's saying right now.
Flotsam kind of looks over and smiles a little, but doesn't want to distract him, so she just kind of keeps walking.
All right.
Javolt is going to be looking around for spare radio part things
Um,
that aren't in use.
it looks like there is kind of a sort of a shelf for, these two ways and, AM, FM radios and whatnot, although it looks to be mostly empty. All you can find is one, remaining, sort of AM, FM radio part thing.
Ah,
Doesn't look like it's worked in a very long time, but that's about all you can find that isn't in use or marked with a note saying, Torque or, some other name, presumably to either the Raiders or, the former Raiders or the Steel Rangers posted here.
okay.
Someone got Torque a label maker for his birthday, and now everything says property of Torque on it.
Yeah, Javolt picks up Torque's radio and examines it. What kind of radio is it? Is it
It's a two-way radio, kind of vaguely brick phone shaped.
So would it be safe to say this is property of Torque or just speaks to Torque?
Property of Torque.
It's the kind of radio that you should not be stealing.
He's not stealing it. Can Javolt set it to the Slayer base frequency so he can talk to Slayer base?
Don't we have a radio for that?
You actually do. In the group's inventory, you have a specific, you can actually, there's a specific frequency for talking to the Steel Rangers.
Okay, Javolt puts the radio back as he remembers this. It's like, right. So things seem to be going well around here. Should I be quiet now?
Is it just me or
I
anyone
don't
else
know.
hearing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are any of the others around?
Yeah, there are a few of the former Raiders, including, Gale Force.
Flotsam will fly over to Gale Force. Hi, Gale Force.
Oh, hello. Yes, how are you doing?
Okay-ish, apart from that thing I mentioned to you over the radio. Are we allowed to talk?
Oh, yeah, we got that all soundproofed. We can talk as long as we're not too loud.
It looks great in here, by the way.
Yeah, we've really kind of made a home out of this. I like it.
Yeah. Listen, you used to be with Famine, right? Famine's gang?
She kind of looks down on the ground and nods and says, yes, I was.
It's okay. I know it's in the past and stuff.
I know. I know you're not judging. It's just,
I know. We've all done stuff in the past we're not proud of. It's the wasteland. I was wondering, some of the folks over at the Slayer base thought that someone from Famine's gang might have an idea of what to do about this. She extends one of her wings to reveal the fact that Craggy is chewing on it.
She looks rather wide-eyed at that and says, "Oh, right, is that a crocodile?"
It's a baby crocodile. It's a long story, and it involves familicide. Like I said, we've all done things we're not proud of. He keeps biting on stuff, and he is biting on a lot of stuff that he wasn't biting on before, like, me. And his teething ring doesn't work anymore. He just wants to bite everything else. And Aurelia says he's like using really grown-up language. Like the bad kind.
So why did you come to me then?
I wanted to know if, with your experience in Famine's gang, do you know anything about what would make animals act all freaky like this?
Well, yeah. I mean, the Famine gang, there has these sort of, Beastmaster type ponies that are in the gang. They handle, a lot of hunting and scouting and stuff like that. I didn't take to the stuff I learned from those mentors quite as well.
No, that's fine.
To be honest, roll perception.
I will roll perception.
19. You can see she's actually a little bit...
No, that was me.
Oh.
I got a 27.
27, Flotsam. You can very clearly see that even though she is trying her best to be polite, Gale Force actually looks a bit scared as you present Craggy to her. She says, I'm not really big on animals.
Oh, okay. Craggy, can you please go back in the saddlebag for now? You can chew on it.
Craggy just kind of stares at you, then releases your wing and drops back into the saddlebag.
Good, Craggy. Well, okay, do you know anyone I could ask for help?
Well, I mean, I could hazard a guess. If one pony I know who would know for sure would be, my old mentor back in the famine gang, but I can't really get back in contact with her again.
Famine gang, huh? I guess
Yeah,
she's still in it as far as you know?
Yeah, no, she's a pony by the name of Tough Love. Yeah, if you can believe that.
Tough love, huh?
Yeah, she was really, really mean beastmaster in the gang, but she knew just about everything about everything.
You know where she might be holed up at the moment? She wouldn't be, like, going to one of that big raider meeting that's happening in Apocalypse, would she?
She might. I don't know. She shakes her head. I haven't made any effort to keep track
No, of
after I cut
course not.
ties, so I'm sorry.
No, of course. No,
I mean,
silly question.
I don't know. I think Craggy, is it? It's what you named him?
Yeah, Craggy. Original, I know.
I mean, my best guess, just from what little I learned, I think it's just kind of a phase he's going through.
Okay.
I mean, if you just, once he's gotten kind of bitey, it'll pass, I think, eventually. I don't know.
Well, that would be good. Well, thanks very much, Gail. I'd hug you, but I have a crocodile on me, so I probably should.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see if I can try and get in touch. I don't know.
I don't want you to do anything that'll make you uncomfortable.
Okay.
Look, it's fine. I'll figure something out.
I'm sorry. I couldn't be much more help. Sorry.
Hey, you guys have been plenty help. You keep this station running, don't you? Anything else is just a bonus. Speaking of anything else, you seen Pearl around?
Oh, yeah. She actually went out to Skyfall to buy a few things. So.
She went to Skyfall?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll have to talk to her later then.
I don't know. She could be. It was a while ago. She could be back pretty soon. I don't know.
Okay. Hope she's staying safe.
In case you end up not meeting, is there something you wanted to ask her?
It's 'cause she used to be in the Pestilence gang. I wanted to ask her about someone called the Doctor.
Oh, the Doctor.
You heard of him?
Oh, the name rings a bell.
He was in the Pestilence gang.
I need to ask.
Is in the Pestilence gang. She looks like she's close to tearing up.
I don't know.
That's okay.
You'd probably want to ask Olive Branch.
Olive Branch? Is she another one of...
Yeah, no, Olive Branch he's Unicorn, kind of the leader of the former Raider group you met.
Okay.
When you first got to the tower.
Olive Branch, was he Pestilence too before you guys left?
Yeah.
Okay.
Olive, she kind of waves over the green unicorn stallion. He says, "Yes? Something the matter?"
No, nothing's the matter. Although, looking at her, something is obviously the matter. You were in the Pestilence gang, and I was just wondering if you'd heard of or knew some pony in that gang called the Doctor.
Yeah, I remember hearing about the so-called Doctor a lot. I mean, it wasn't... I don't think it was ever an official title. It was just the sort of name he picked up. He was a very prolific dealer with a very particular oath when it came to practicing medicine.
Particular oath. Flotsam glances at her saddlebag.
I never heard anything more specific than that. I think I might have seen him once.
Yeah. He's Flotsam is looking visibly shaken and nervous at this point. He's kind of here.
The Pestilence Doctor?
He's unconscious right now. He's
seeking to reform. I'm pretty sure.
No.
Well, he's sort of wiggling.
Stop lying.
We're trying to reform him, and I'm pretty sure it's working.
Flotsam leaves and looks for an empty room to go cry in.
And I handled that terribly too.
Aurelia just shakes her head at you, Javolt. Believe it or not, flat-out denial of one's problems does not always work.
I wasn't denying there was a problem. I was trying to save him.
That's what it seemed like to her. See, when people are focused on problems, Javolt, saying that the problem isn't there when they're trying to focus on it is just kind of insulting.
No, I wasn't trying to...
I know you weren't trying to, Javolt, says Aurelia. Just, things.
I'm going to go. Should I go talk to... I think I should go.
No, no. You should probably leave her alone for a little bit, honestly. Let her, let her cry it out or something. I don't know. Yeah, this whole thing sucks and I want as little to do as possible with this. She just kind of...
Well, in that case, you can help me by,
I don't know if I'm that bored, honestly, but...
I honestly had no idea how you could help me either, so I was going to make something up.
Okay, then. Well, I'm just gonna find something else to do, then.
Good luck hunting?
Sure, something like that. Aurelia just throws up her claws, just with a whatever expression, and just walks off as well.
What's going on outside the area?
Y'all are looking down at Tibbs' unconscious body.
Well, no, Tempered Steel has yet to unload.
Oh, so Tibbs is still on Tempered Steel's shoulder, and y'all are just kind of standing there rather awkwardly.
Steel knows that the second he puts him down, Powder Keg will stamp on him.
Something to that effect, yes.
Oh, come on.
Igor perches on...
Vastly underestimate Powder's lack of care if he blows up in the process of killing Tibbs.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why anyone's worried. It's not like Powder wouldn't happily kill us all to get at his objective.
Yeah.
Well, the grenade he threw last time.
That moment when you realize that the entire party's in danger. Except Flotsam. Flotsam is mortal. But
Flotsam has the god in the machine.
Just told us that Dally can do anything she wants with Flotsam, and there will be no consequences of death.
Okay, so Igor buzzes around and says, "Since Javolt isn't here to say stupid things, I suppose I should."
No, it's fine.
Chica shakes her head.
Shut up.
That's really fun, Igor. We can all use a break now and then.
Are there any chairs or seats or anything like that in the area?
Igor perches on one of Tempered Steel's horns.
Tempered Steel will shake his head a little.
Igor, Spritebots don't exactly have talons with which to perch, but okay. More like she just kind of floats over and just kind of hovers around it.
Yep. Low power hover.
Right.
But are there any kind of seats or chairs or anything like this on this level, or that we can see?
Yeah, there's actually some chairs strewn about.
Tempered Steel will pick one up, carry it to a corner, and sit down on it, facing outward.
So you set Tibbs down on the chair?
No.
Oh.
No, he still has Tibbs on his shoulder, but he's sitting down while he has Tibbs on his shoulder.
Okay.
I turn to Chica and I sort of give her a look and I'm like, so, how are you holding up with all of this?
I'm just happy to be alive at this moment, although I have the awful feeling that could change any moment. She kind of, nudges with her head pointedly at Powder Keg.
What? Powder? Nah, he's not gonna kill you unless you get in his way.
Define in his way.
I wouldn't be so
unless
sure
he's,
of that.
Unless you're legitimately just standing over Tibbs or something he wants, you should be fine.
I wouldn't be so sure.
That's a frightening pony to be around, right?
I'm still right here.
We know. I also notice you haven't been disagreeing with anything I've said so far.
And there is no...
He's got a point.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I kill raiders. That's what I do.
And honestly, in this occasion, I agree with you. He's betraying little shit and he deserves to die, but Can we, make it a little less explodey, please?
So, Steel is going to see if Tibbs looks
Can
like
I ask a question, says Chica.
What?
Go ahead.
Sure.
I slit my husband's throat and he broke me out of jail. Tibbs turns out to be a raider who may or may not have done anything in your midst, and you're gonna kill him.
He betrayed us.
Did he?
Yes.
How?
He was sending information about us back to famine. Pestilence.
Maybe we should find out what...
Doesn't really matter. They're all dead eventually.
Well, yeah, we're all dead eventually.
I'm gonna kill them all eventually.
Aren't we standing in a tower full of a bunch of raiders that have, sworn to change their ways because you struck fear into them?
Yeah, and they're not dead. What's your point?
I kind of raised the same point with myself and Firelight, but...
You also... Well, actually, no. Firelight never betrayed us. You walked out on us. And I still haven't actually forgiven you for that.
Well, I never did ask you to come after me. If you insist on making that a point of discussion.
The rest of the party wanted us to go after you.
Just because one of us is... Just because we've got one traitor in our midst doesn't mean we need to stop punching each other out. We really just need to worry about him right now.
I don't know, I feel like I need to start worrying about you as well. I mean, that grenade yesterday could have hurt someone other than Tibbs. I mean,
only because y'all jumped in the way of it.
No, we were all in the same conversation distance, Powder Keg, or did you notice?
And then Igor flies down. Stretches on her head.
Powder Keg.
Whoa, hang on. I look at Tibbs.
Away from me.
Tibbs is shaking around.
I send a message to Flotsam. He's awake.
Get out.
Tibbs. Is he awake or is he just
he's thrashing around. Doesn't seem to be awake.
Okay. Steel is going to hold him upside down by his leg.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Provided that I'm allowed to do that.
What? I did not hear a word you said,
Java. Well, if he's trying to lash about, Tempered Steel will try and hold him by his tied-up legs.
That's... Okay, yeah, you can do that.
To try and keep him from thrashing around too much.
Yeah.
Flotsam appears in the doorway. What's he talking
Did Javolt
about?
get this message that Tibbs was awake?
Oh, Flotsam can tell Javolt on the way. Yes.
Okay, Javolt is there too.
Aurelia
What's he talking about?
is not here because she does not want to be anywhere near us.
Guys, what's he talking about?
Away. I did nothing wrong.
Tibbs!
I did nothing wrong.
Steel, slap him. See if you can wake him up with this.
Tempered Steel will shake him around a little.
Alright. Tibbs, you are shaken around bodily by Tempered Steel.
Do I need to roll anything to wake up?
I think it's just up to you how you react to that.
Tibbs is going to visibly flinch from the touch and then attempt to strike back with whatever.
You are completely and utterly bound.
He will strike back with his head, teeth, anything he can move to get at what just hit him. He will try.
All right. Tempered Steel, you can see Tibbs try and hit you back with his head, but doesn't manage to get very far with how he's, tied up and whatnot.
Well, Steel didn't hit him at all. He shook him around.
Okay. Well, I heard, you trying to slap him in there or something. I don't know.
Oh, no,
No.
that was my comment.
Okay.
No, someone told me to slap him. Steel didn't actually slap him at all.
Well, now that we clarified the hell out of that, still, he's not awake, and he's trying to basically hit you with his head or whatever he has available. Not terribly effectively, but still.
Well, Steel will hold him kind of like not quite above him, but at arm's length out in front of him, so kind of nullify any ability to...
Javolt sighs and says, "Clearly we need to calm him down to wake him up. Stop hitting him. Put him down in the chair. Just put him down."
I haven't hit him once, and I worry about
Steel.
I worry about any attempts by Powder Keg to smash his head in if I put him down.
Zenkarn?
At this point,
Powder
Tibbs is
Keg?
going to scream, "Let go of me!"
Put him down. Steel, just put him on the floor, okay? Just put him down.
Tempered Steel will look at Tibbs, and he will turn his attention back to Powder Keg.
Powder Keg, just promise you're not going to hurt him. For now, okay?
Alright. When we're done with him, he's dead.
Shut up, Powder.
See, that
Steel, put him down.
That is the kind of thing that...
Put him down!
Tibbs,
He's convulsing.
Stop
You
that.
can't hold on to him when he's doing that. You have to put him down, or you'll
I
hurt
don't know.
him.
I am a Minotaur. I am pretty
Just
strong.
put him down. Powder will
You're
stay
not
where he is.
supposed
We
to
promise.
restrain people who are convulsing. Put him down.
Is he convulsing?
Yes.
He was.
Yes.
Put him down. Just put him down.
All right. Tempered Steel will carefully put Tibbs on the ground.
Flotsam goes over and hovers about a foot above him and looks down at him carefully. Now that she's closer, you can see that her eyes are all puffy from crying.
Tibbs is going to continue thrashing, with a noted focus on like trying to reach his midsection where his hooves are tied up.
Tibbs. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, that was all I was going to say.
Tibbs? Tibbs, can you hear me?
Shut up, Cozy, shut up! I didn't do anything.
Javolt,
It's okay, Tibbs.
Javolt sort of gently steps closer and nudges Flopsam away so
Powder
that she's
Keg
not
gets this
in
look
range.
of, like, what the fuck are you talking about when, Dally says it's okay.
Get away from me. All of you feral little monsters. I didn't do anything.
Okay, Javolt is going to ignore the ranting and sort of slowly move his claw toward the bonds, and he starts humming a gentle tune, a lullaby tune.
Tibbs is going to continue thrashing until he reaches a point where he smashes his head into the floor and stuns himself awake.
Tibbs.
Well, that was
What?
something.
What are you all looking at?
Okay, so Javolt says, they're all looking at me.
No, I don't
Or
think.
maybe you. I can't tell. They're looking in our direction. I think they're thinking that I'm going to eat your soul or something.
Tibbs will spit on Javolt at this point.
Javolt, now would be a good time to shut up.
Flotsam is going
Should
to
I
float.
untie him first?
No. No.
That'll be fine, Javolt. Just step
Don't
away
let
from
him
the
go.
mad pony.
Flotsam is going to float directly over Tibbs again. Tibbs, you've got some explaining to do.
Fine, whatever.
Let's start with what the hell happened to your friend. Because that messed you up, didn't it?
That is unrelated to what's going on right now.
Uh-huh. And that's why you were having night terrors about it right now? Because it has nothing to do with this?
That is unrelated to what was going on.
Flotsam, as loath as I am to agree with him, his life story doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck.
I don't
Ask
know.
him
Yeah,
about what he's
I know
doing
you
with
don't
us right
care,
now.
Powder.
Look, Powder Keg, that is a very stupid thing to say, considering the way you keep pulling your dead brother's story on us.
Actually, he doesn't.
Don't bring up his brother. What's wrong with you?
How
People
often do I
face
mention that to you?
themselves.
I said it
But
once.
not actually that often. So
I don't.
Okay, fine. Forget what's happened in our tragic pasts. Who cares
I
anymore?
already have.
Yes, yeah. Well done. Okay, fine then, Tibbs. Damn it. I can't.
Flotsam, maybe,
I can't. I
yeah.
thought. No, I thought I could do this. I thought I could. I
well,
thought-
Chica actually is the one who steps forward and kind of gently grabs for Flotsam and kind of draws her back.
Flotsam just completely collapses into Chica and starts sobbing into her. I thought we were doing so well. I thought he was our friend.
I'm
It's
not
the
entirely.
wasteland.
And to
We're
be
so
completely
stupid.
honest,
We never should have trusted him. So stupid.
Yeah, we made a
Javolt's-
mistake. We can
Javolt-
fix it right now.
Javolt punches Powder Keg in the face. I'm going to roll acrobatics for that.
What?
Just this once.
All right.
What?
There's only so much brawling I'm going to tolerate per session.
Okay, that was 16.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna roll to dodge.
Oh, gee. Come on.
Of course he's
18.
going to roll to dodge. Alright. It's pretty close, but Powder Keg just very barely avoids getting a metal claw to the cheek.
Powder Keg, with all due respect, this is a far more delicate situation than you are capable of handling.
It's a pretty simple situation if you look at it.
No, it is not. Why don't you go downstairs and talk to Torque about your manliness or whatever?
Oh, hell no.
Or is he upstairs? I don't remember.
How about you all shut the fuck up, put me up against a wall so I can nurse this concussion and ask me whatever you damn questions you want to.
Cheek, looks down at Flotsam and says, "Are you alright?"
Sheik, I'm so sorry. This must be awful for you.
No, it's fine.
Wait,
But if
okay.
you feed on love,
Can
I'll
you
let go.
Can you let you go now? Okay.
Okay, what is this about nursing a concussion?
He just concussed himself.
He did kind of get hit over the head.
Chica goes over to where Tibbs lays on the floor, just kind of seats herself next to him and kind of looks him in the eyes and says, well, actually she opens her mouth to say something and then the words don't come and she just kind of regards Tibbs thoughtfully.
Alright, so, Tibbs, what is it you need to do?
Prop me up against a wall so I can nurse this concussion, so I can focus and answer whatever damn questions you want to ask me.
Tempered Steel
Was it
will pick.
one
As
particular
long as you're willing
person,
to
says
answer the
Chica?
question.
Tempered Steel
Was it
will
a he
pick.
or a she?
Tempered Steel will pick Tibbs up and attempt to set him against the wall as suggested.
Chica
It was
goes
a
to
she.
moves along with you as you reorient Tibbs.
She was his best friend.
Javolt sort of pauses and says, did this come up in the, ranting, rambling thing? Because I wasn't honestly paying attention to that.
The lens of truth.
Ah, that thing, yes.
He had to cut his best friend's head off.
I didn't cut it off. I pried
Separated
it off with
it.
my bare hooves.
Was she feral?
Thanks for that mental
Is
image.
that what happened?
When I did it.
That's it, isn't it? So
Chica
how about
just keeps looking at Tibbs and says, "Can you do me a favor and just keep thinking about her for a few more moments?"
No, I refuse. I'm not going to play into your little game, changeling.
don't call her that. She has a name.
Well, it is what I am. And I was just trying to help, I guess. I know you ponies like closure.
I had enough closure when I buried her. I don't need this.
Fair
I
enough.
suppose that's, yeah.
How about you tell us why you're so loyal to Pestilence? Who is he to you? Or she? I never did figure that out.
See this little group you've got here? What would you call it?
We're the Dragon
Collection of
Mawlers.
misfits?
Screw-ups?
No. What?
Family.
There we go. That's the word I was looking for.
I don't know, for this group, I'm thinking family might be a little strong.
Tempered
a little
steel.
bit of stress,
Just-
yeah.
I think of you guys as family. Most of you. She glares at Tibbs.
Well, you see, I'm sure you've heard it once or twice before from some of the others, but sometimes when you're out here in the wasteland, you need friends. You need a family. Pestilence. Well, he took me in.
So what? He's your family?
Yeah.
So were you ordered to infiltrate us, or did that just happen by happenstance?
Ordered.
Why?
Are you seriously asking that question?
I thought that was kind of obvious, Flotsam, even for us.
A group of 7 ponies wanders into the mall, kills 3 or 4 dragons, destroys several raiders, destroys several raider bases, kills war. We can add that to the list. And you think they're not going to pay attention?
But why like this? Why couldn't you just try to kill us?
yeah, Codeman makes a good point. We have been pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Why not kill you? I'll be honest, I thought about it multiple times, but that wasn't what I was ordered to do.
Why not? If we're screwing things up for you raiders, then why don't you just come after us and kill us? Why do you have to pretend to...
I walk over and I give Flotsam a hug. My comment is, because they've tried, and they can't, so they're trying a different approach.
No. Tibbs is just gonna smile and say, nope.
Alright then.
Well, what then? What does Pestilence want?
Just wants to get to know you. That's all.
So, to see what? If we'll go over and help you lot?
No. Well, maybe. I don't know how he thinks. I've got rough ideas, but never know for sure. No, he just wants information. It's the most important commodity in the mall.
So I hope you've told him that the only way we get things done is through sheer dumb luck and we're not actually a threat.
Well,
It's come up.
Oh, come on, look at us. We screw up half the time and the rest of the time we're just trying to clear up after ourselves.
Billy has a point.
So, was it Pestilence who... we got a message through that about the whole war thing, didn't we?
Pestilence told me. I told Pearl.
How do you know Pearl?
As it so happens, when I was called to perform this little duty, I was near Apocalypse. I had just got done visiting a raider base that I found out only days later was completely wiped out, save for 4 ponies.
5.
No,
Who do you think?
4.
Oh, was it one from each gang?
No, it was 1 from 3 gangs and Smack Talk.
Okay, it was 4. My bad, sorry.
Just so happens that I had seen Pearl. I know her from the gang. Easy enough to send a message.
Chica just nods and says, leveraging contacts. You are all business, aren't you?
Always have been, always will be.
So, how are you going to join us? It was pretty much just chance that Steele stumbled into you and you followed us home. Or are you counting on something like that happening?
Well, I'll admit, I hadn't exactly planned out all the details, but it's easy enough to follow you lot. I would have figured something out. Just so happened that Steele happened to stumble into my camp on my way to Skyfall.
You're being awfully forthcoming for a prisoner of war. You'd think you'd try to keep more secrets.
Ooh, what good would that do for me, huh?
Well, gives you something to bargain with, protects the interests of your boss.
Exactly what are you going to do with this information that you couldn't have gleaned yourself, huh? I haven't tried to kill you.
Curious, Tibbs. I don't actually have a stake in this, says Chica.
Well, we didn't know until you told us that you had been, silently planning on murdering us at the first opportunity.
I'd never said that. I thought about it.
You said, and I quote, I'd been thinking about it. Which means you'd planned.
And you know when I thought about it? When we were under that godforsaken curse.
Yeah, of course.
So, don't you actually want us dead? Doesn't Pestilence want us dead?
I don't know what Pestilence wants.
Why not? You said
you never asked?
If you're so close to him.
Never said I was close to him.
Oh, he's your family, but you're not close to him? Well, doesn't he care about you? Huh?
I think of him like family. He respects what I do. That's good enough for me.
He just respects you, that's it? You're not friends?
In so much as I can be friends with, well, what's basically a god in this here mall. Yeah, I suppose I am, but...
A god?
Gods don't die when you kill them.
Yeah, it'd be hard for us to describe God.
Sorry, that statement was beautiful.
That was inspired, yeah.
It's true, you can kill gods in many scenarios, they just don't die. They come back after a while.
Javolt sort of coughs into his hoof and says, there was, for the war, I'm not entirely sure about how accurate this was, but I'm pretty sure that Celestia herself kind of tried to make friends with her subjects, something along that line.
Oh, the pony goddesses? Yeah, they had a lot of issues.
Were they really gods?
Chica nods and says, the less said about the old world princesses, the better, I think.
Amen
My
to
point
that.
being that it is quite possible for a deity to make friends with lesser life forms.
So,
We're getting
Actually,
off track.
Very.
okay then, so you're telling us that you took this assignment without knowing exactly what Pestilence wants from it?
He's a scout, and almost
Information. That's
nothing
all
more.
I need to know. He
Okay.
just wanted information.
Well,
Better
then
question.
that leads... Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Zenkarn.
Well, I'm probably going to ask what you're about to ask. Okay, he wants information. Fine. What exactly have you been telling him?
Yep, that's pretty much where I was going.
Well, I suppose I've got a few answers for that, but, well, how should I phrase this? Would you like the nicer reasons that you should keep me alive? Or would you like the not so nice reasons?
Tibbs, you're talking to a necromancer. Even if we kill you, I can keep you alive.
Oh,
We're not killing him.
So,
We're not.
Says,
better
"Hell
question.
yeah."
So,
We are not killing
if you'd like
him.
to explain exactly what you'd been telling him, because we're going to get it out of you one way or another.
Well, Zenkarn, don't you have that spell that makes ponies tell the truth? Didn't we use it on Guts? She flinches as she says Guts' name because she doesn't like thinking about that.
Yeah, about that. Just out of character. And I kind of actually already used my magic point, like last session, to help with stuff.
Oh, right. My bad. Sorry.
Still kind of the same day, yeah.
Yep.
It's like we would, but I'm kind of out, let's say. Plus, I'd
Oh.
prefer he just told us honestly without us having to, coerce him too much.
You and me both.
He's tied up and against the wall, and we're not coercing him.
Well, no one's punched him yet.
Well,
Well,
actually.
No one important's punched him yet.
Nobody's punched him since he woke up.
Yeah, it's fine.
Flotsam is going to step a little ways away from the group. She has still been hanging on to Tibbs's possessions. First off, she's going to take out the pile of chemically treated paper and see if there's any written messages, which I guess Din would know the answer to.
Tibbs burnt the last of his messages just before you left Slayer Base, so no.
So they're all blank.
Except for, of course, the Hippocratic Oath.
Yes, still got the Hippocratic Oath. Well, she's just gonna look through the rest of his possessions then.
Lots of drugs.
Drugs.
The
Well, he really
axe you
does have a
stole
lot of
from
drugs.
Slayer Base.
Oh, yeah, the hatchet, yeah.
She kind of looks at it, kind of like, what? How long has that been there?
Since Slayer Base.
Yes.
Quick question, Mr. Tibbs. Have you ever yourself actually purposefully killed someone who was not, at the time, threatening you?
Let me think. There's been a few of the raiders that didn't quite like what I was selling. There's been some customers who didn't appreciate it. There's, sometimes you've got to send a message. So, done that before. But generally, no. Generally speaking, no.
Well, you killed them because they wouldn't pay you, or they killed you because they just had a difference of opinion?
There's lots of reasons I've killed people, mate.
But
Chica-
getting off track.
Chica
Yeah,
nods and says, to be fair, raiders would probably kill for even less.
yeah, let's not get on to why we kill ponies. That's a whole different can of worms. Why don't you tell us what you've told Pestilence? Does he know about Chica? Does he know about the hybrids? Does he know about me? Tell us. What have you told him?
Told him how this little group is all but ready to fall apart at the seams. How all you need is really one little push in the wrong direction and you'll just shatter. I know that much.
So, not told him anything the world doesn't know then.
I've told
Lots
him
of
how.
words.
I've told him how the necromancer has a link to a certain little filly. I've told him how the medic, the old one I should say, has taken residence in the Skyfall where someone's special filly happens to reside and how there are 40 plus warheads underneath the city.
Technically, they're not underneath the city.
Underneath
no.
enough.
They can't. Not Firelight, not Blinky.
So, what? You've just been threatening? setting up threats then?
Not threats, just information.
Well, information that'll
you're
help
phrasing all this in the worst possible way on purpose.
You've been
He expects us to kill him.
You've been trusted with information, and you sold it to your boss. And now, a whole group of raiders, who are now conveniently, know about the weaknesses and problems going on with various places we've been, including the nuke supply into Skyfall. And you're all saying that ain't a threat.
I didn't say that. I just said that I supply information. What he chooses to do.
Why are you trying to rile us up, huh? Do you want to get it again? What do you want from us?
You know what kind of information I want to send? I want to send your head in a box to your goddamn boss. Tell him what's what. What happens when you mess with us.
I think that's what he wants.
Oh, probably.
Oh, the filly has got it.
Why?
I said this before.
Oh, come on, Tibbs. You've travelled with us long enough to know that every single one of us could do enough to you that would make you crack without having to actually kill you.
No, I want to know why Tibbs has a death wish.
Because he's a
Is
psychopath.
it about your friend again? Is that it? Life's not worth living after you have to bury her?
Chica grins.
I'll be honest. I want you to kill me because I want to see just how far your sense of justice goes. I'll be honest.
What sense of justice? Have you met us?
I have, and that's...
We are sued up. We know. Every pony knows. Do you think we don't? You think that we actually believe we're heroes? We're not. We're screw-ups. All of us. I've been screwing up since the day I left home. Don't you dare think that I ever forgot it. Well, what? You got a smart comeback for me, have you? Flotsam is crying again, and looking very frustrated about that.
Don't make that face, please.
What?
Chica.
What, this
Chica just
face?
chuckles.
You know what, Tibbs? You said once that that I reminded you of your friend. Did you even mean that?
He did. He most certainly
What?
did.
Don't
Chica?
make that
Wait, is Chica saying
face.
Oh, yo.
Oh, powder
What
keg,
friend do I remind you of, Tibbs? The one you killed?
Shut up, Cozy!
Ooh. Okay.
Chica just from her position, kind of seated in front of Tibbs, she stands up, just looks back at the party and with his grin on her face and says, "It's all right. He's just as screwed up as the rest of you."
Flotsam, keep making the face.
Flotsam, who has been hovering in front of Tibbs, is just kind of slumped down on the ground and is just kind of staring slack-jawed at him.
He is a broken soul like the rest of us, just following orders.
Difference is he's a broken soul who betrayed us and put dangerous information in the hands of raiders.
True.
I kind of agree with... Oh, that's brilliant. You have a death... Yeah. No, Tibbs does have a death wish, doesn't he? Hey, Tibbs. How would you like to never die?
Tibbs is going to slowly turn to Zunkarn and go, I fucking dare you.
Oh,
Okay.
come on. You want to live with this... You want to live with this forever, don't you? The image of, killing her burned into your mind forever. Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
I tell you this much. You do that to me, you find some way to do that, I will spend the rest of eternity digging you up and breaking you down. I will cut every single fucking tendon in your body, drag you across this godforsaken desert by your tongue, and then
Tibbs.
Oh, someone not like that idea.
I don't like that idea.
I say we give him what he's asking for. Let him die.
No,
Oh,
I
no,
don't.
no. We don't let him die. That's much too nice.
We don't make him immortal, and we don't kill him. How about that?
Tibbs, what the hell happened?
I don't think you can actually do that, Zenkarn.
Well, not yet. Give me some time.
Tibbs, what happened to make you like this? What happened to make you so full of bile, full of vitriol and hate?
The same thing that happened to the wasteland.
No,
You got
I want
you?
specifics. You broke. You broke hard, and now... Tibbs, did you ever... I liked you, Tibbs. Was it all a lie? I mean, did you ever like us? Did you ever
piece
like...
of scum.
Did you ever like me? Are you even capable of liking anyone anymore? Why wouldn't you answer me?
Oh, this doesn't.
Sorry, am I overdoing it?
No. I think Tibbs is not really in an answering state.
I think we broke him.
We haven't lost in from the call, have we?
No. He's-
Now we have,
I mean,
Now
the
that we have-
character is kind of.
yes.
Right.
But now that we have broken him, we can begin the healing process.
Fuck the healing process.
I'm gonna be honest, nothing has happened that has convinced Powder Keg in any capacity not to kill Tibbs.
All right.
Look, Powder, let me put it bluntly. If you're gonna kill Tibbs, feel free, but I need most of the body intact.
Will do.
Thank you.
Okay,
Well,
Tibbs.
that's not going to be a problem because I'm not going to let you kill him right now.
I
Nice.
sort of give a glance at that. I give a glance to Powder, and I sort of look at Steel, and I'm like, "You really think you could stop us if we wanted to?"
I really want to.
Temper Steel is
Lots
going to
of-
grab his hammer by the handle and he's going to put it, head down so it's on the floor. So he's holding it kind of like a staff next to him.
Flotsam rounds on the others. Really? You are going to... For Celestia's sake, you guys, the rest of the wasteland is already against us. We can't be turning on each other right now.
Javolt sort of
Exactly.
awkwardly raises a
But
hoof
we need
and
to
then
deal with
sort
him.
It's like I said. I wasn't lying to you, Pat. You lot of fun.
Sorry, Javolt.
Javolt
Go on
sort
then, Tibbs. Why don't you tell us what you really think?
At that moment,
Oh, no.
you hear a knock on the door leading into the fourth floor offices on the
Yes.
opposite side from the stairwell on the opposite side. And
What?
the door opens, and in happens to walk Firelight.
Firelight!
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 I tell you how happy I am to see you because this place is a madhouse right now.
Violet.
Flotsam
Oh.
this
completely lights up, flies over to Powderkeg, barrels into him and hugs him tight. I missed you so much, Firelight!
Words cannot express how
Uh,
much I have missed having you around.
plots.
Okay.
Allie,
Hi.
you said you barreled into powder keg.
Did
She
I
meant
say
Firelight.
Powderkeg?
We get it.
I meant Firelight, I'm so sorry.
Obvious who was meant, yeah.
I'm sorry,
so
I'm
sorry,
just
you
thinking
guys.
of this half comedic image where she's
It's okay.
blinded by tears and hits the wrong
sorry.
unicorn.
Don't know why I did that. I
It's
did
okay.
actually call him Firelight, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Tibbs is going to turn to Firelight from his position on the floor, smile and say, "Hello, old chap. What are you doing here? Come to join the fun little party we've set up?"
Well, it does definitely look like fun.
It ain't a party.
Oh.
Shut your mouth, you fucking asshole.
Firelight, please
Javolt.
use your superpowers of rational thinking to help dissolve this terrible situation.
Excuse me, I am the logical thinker here.
No,
Nah,
No,
you
it's
never
Firelight.
will
It's
be.
always been Firelight.
Okay, AK Codeman,
And
have fun!
Powder keg, you should stop using that term, because that term is actually quite offensive. To me
What?
personally.
Ass?
Yes.
No, I think it's a pretty apt description.
Oh, I don't know. I think it's still pretty good. Anyway, it's glad to be
Welcome back, Firelight.
Yeah, it's great. And is there a particular reason why Tibbs is tied up on the floor?
He's a betraying
Wait.
little shit who sold us out
Wait
to
a minute,
pestilence.
wait a minute.
Some
know
of us
him?
still don't want to kill him.
Because they're
Do you-
wrong.
Do you know Tibbs? Has he ever met Tibbs before? I'm
Yeah.
confused.
Once.
What?
We had a fun little conversation about medicine, and he helped me send some letters.
Oh, no!
Wait, betraying?
Those messages you sent, they were the pestilence.
He's been
pretty much informing him
Only
about
one
us.
of them was the pestilence.
You made Firelight do that?
As a DM, not necessarily.
Not necessarily, but this looks bad. You got Firelight to... You...
Most of the letters he sent were for my other compatriots out in the wasteland.
Oh good, that makes this so much better.
Didn't think it would, but figured you'd like to know. Since we're playing a rousing game of 20 questions.
Love how you just tell the truth when it's convenient for you.
Well, that's because the truth hurts more than lies.
Oh, we all know about Tibbs and hurt. Don't we, Tibbs?
Oh, we sure do, Cupcake.
Aw, I love you too.
Go fuck yourself with a rusty screwdriver.
I hate everything.
Oh, you'd enjoy it.
Why don't you
Can we
try
at least
it
get him a
first?
chair?
No.
Nope.
I'm
I
fine
would
right
prefer
here, mate.
giving him a chair and untying him, and, because he's clearly just a child.
I'm going to give you one good reason why we don't untie him. Because the last time he had his hooves free and some pony sent him a letter, he managed to destroy it before anyone could read it. We keep him bound so that if a letter comes, we intercept it and read it. Okay?
So we're just going to carry around this tied-up pony and expect no reaction from anyone around us.
For now, yes.
What else is new? Okay. Just give me a second. Alright. So Tibbs works for Pestilence.
Yep.
You all found out, let's see, okay, other than him working for Pestilence and stuff, what else do we know?
Well, Powder Cake really wants to kill him.
No surprise.
To be fair, I also want to... Well, actually, I just want to give him immortality.
That's confusing.
Tibbs has a death wish.
Oh.
Yes, Tibbs has a tragic past like the rest of you. Also, hello, my name's Chica. There's a changeling amongst the group now.
Oh.
Hi.
Where are my manners? Firelight, this is Chica. It's complicated, but she's with us now. Chica, this is Firelight, our good medic.
Okay.
We had to leave him in Wait.
Oh yes, the
Firelight, what are you doing? Firelight, what are you doing here?
Oh. Well, we actually have a bit of problem in Skyfall with, actually it's a problem with Pestilence. It's a problem with Pestilence in particular.
What's he doing?
Well, someone has been hit with, poison.
No.
It's very slow, but I came here hoping to talk to some of the former raiders and everything to find out more about it and hopefully, figure out a cure.
Who's been poisoned?
Pestilence causing problems in Skyfall. I wonder whose fault that is.
Yeah, big surprise. Who is it? Is it just the one pony?
Currently, yeah.
Okay.
Who is it?
No one specific that you know.
Okay.
But
Well, we have a pestilence pony here, but there's also Olive Branch, and did you run into Pearl at all? She was on her way to Skyfall.
Pearl?
Oh, right, you wouldn't know her.
Oh, no, yeah, he'd know Pearl. Smack Talk's mom.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
her. No, don't think so.
Well, Olive Branch is here. He might know. He was pestilence.
Or Tibbs.
Or Tibbs.
No one likes Tibbs. Tibbs is in the corner for being bad.
Quick question, Tibbs. Are you actually a doctor?
Given the process I went through to get this scar on my leg, yeah, I most certainly am.
I kind of would have imagined what he's done so far would kind of prove he's a doctor on some level.
He could be an alchemist.
Healing,
Sure.
Same thing. Method doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, you don't consider yourself a doctor, you consider yourself a medic, and that's different.
That's because I was never officially made a doctor by the followers.
That's one of my points.
But
See, as someone who actually has a doctorate,
Which
I'm
is
very
still kind
sensitive
of
to this
questionable
matter.
in the post-war world, I'll just point out, but okay.
He forgets everything else, but remembers that he's a doctor.
Well, we gotta hold on to something.
So, Tibbs, this poisoning, do you happen to know anything about it?
Not particularly. It's common, but I wouldn't know anything about this particular scenario that's going on.
You wouldn't know anything about your gang being near Skyfall after you gave them information about Skyfall?
Tibbs, roll history.
Okay, one moment. I actually forgot what my history score is. To the character sheet.
Away!
It's a 10. Okay. I rolled a 13.
Right.
That's pretty awful.
You're vaguely aware of the suite of poisons the gang has at its disposal. With reaching out to a contact or two, you could probably figure out the specifics and a cure.
Mm-hmm. I could probably answer something about that poison, but as for the situation that caused it, well, let me put it this way. Since I was sent in, Pestilence sent everyone else out. If there's a raider doing business in Skyfall at the moment, it's because he's working with the executive.
Oh, great. So your boss can't even keep control of his own minions. Fantastic.
Yeah, because you're doing such a great job with Powder Keg, or Javolt, or Tempered, or...
I also don't consider them my minions, so point's gonna dude on that point.
Technically, I am their
Shut up,
employer, not their... I used to call them minion, but they told me I didn't... That was not actually what I thought it meant.
Javolt, if you're our employer, why are we not getting paid?
Well, you are getting paid with everything that... I let you have first access to the hordes.
Shut up, Javolt, you're not helping.
I hate when I try to make a point, but he has an answer for it.
This is what you missed, Firelight.
Fun times.
Speaking of which, we never did discuss your suspension pay.
No, shut up. This is irrelevant. Back to Tibbs. He's an idiot. No one likes him.
Or at least we used to. Kind of. I don't know. We had a mutual agreement.
We did indeed.
He's a butt?
No, that he's a
you
doctor.
You guys know each other?
We met once. We already said that.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Sorry. It's getting hard to keep track of everything.
It's fine. This whole conversation's become a huge mess.
True.
Well, there's kind of a reason for that.
Think of it as like camaraderie. We doctor to doctor. Sort of.
Professional courtesy?
Yeah.
Those are certainly words I would use.
I may not like the way he goes about it, but he's valuable. Not many out here can actually, heal that well.
Especially not without one of them fancy horns.
That is true.
Sort of awkwardly raises his claw and whirs it around.
Yes, Revolt.
Yes, good for you. You're part toaster. Let's move on.
I just want to point out that I did this after I lost my leg. I made this thing and I put it on.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and I handle delicate explosives with my hooves. We can all do stuff without magic. Okay.
And my eyes.
I can't. Just putting it out there.
It's okay. We listen. How we do things doesn't matter.
Can we stay on a relevant topic, please?
Yeah, has Pestilence been in touch with you? Has he been telling you anything?
And how we
solved
solve
this
this
information been one way?
Poison people. I thought that was supposed to be an important thing we were trying to solve.
Yeah, I was wondering if, I suppose Pestilence wouldn't have told you anything about.
Well,
gee, if only there was some way I could contact my boss over long distance. We could find out.
Well, why don't we do that then? Flotsam holds up a piece of chemically treated paper and wafts it in front of him.
Sure, why the fuck not? I don't even care anymore. Anyone got a pen?
Damn it.
What are we hoping to accomplish here?
Just to see if, it's actually Pestilence and not just some rogue agent.
Powder Keg, I need to talk to you privately for the moment.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Nope.
Nope.
Joel grabs Powder Keg and drags him away.
No, you
don't.
Do it.
Wanna
know what he's
Don't
done
have the time. Don't have the time.
Yes, we do. Whatever.
Tibbs,
Come on,
what
don't
is
take
your
him
problem
away.
with us
I just
anyway?
got here.
What did we ever do?
You
Let's see.
tied me up. You dragged me through this wasteland to this tower.
I mean before that, smart guy. You hate
don't
us
think-
enough to turn on us like this.
Doesn't
I don't
hate
think
us,
it's
this is the
anything-
job.
Don't
Yeah.
use
Ain't it,
hate.
Tibbs?
You think it's not personal? Really? With this guy?
Nope.
No, it's personal.
Nah, he just doesn't give a shit.
It became personal.
Sure, we could say it became personal. Became personal when a certain one-eyed unicorn decided to make it personal. But before that, no, just a job. Couldn't care less
Became
about it.
personal when you betrayed all of us, dipshit.
Powder Keg, I really need to talk to you.
Why didn't you just say it in front of all of us, Javalt?
Because this is a message for Powder Keg.
Or
Whisper
maybe-
it in his ear or something.
I don't want to get that close to his mane.
Oh, just write it down and lob it at him. It's not like we don't have plenty of paper around. And I assume Powder can read.
Yeah, which, by the way, are we not sending a letter?
Yeah, Flotsam has put the paper on the ground, but she's kind of like looking at Tibbs and kind of going, so how's this gonna work?
Well, wouldn't somebody give him a quill, and don't ponies usually write with their mouths or something?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Isn't this gonna seem kind of suspicious? I mean, that's kind of what I was wondering. Does Pestilence ever let you know what's going on? Is it gonna be really suspicious that you're asking what's happening at Skyfall if you don't usually?
Yeah, it'll be suspicious, but I honestly just want to. If he would tell us what the poison is exactly, then that'd be fine. But not many. If he has to send a letter to figure it out.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Flotsam digs a pen out of her bag and hoofs it over to Tibbs where he can catch it with his mouth.
Though
Tibbs
not the
will attempt that.
Tempered Steel will help him if need be.
not the pestilence though. How
Why
about
not?
someone? Because I doubt you write him very often and about anything other than us.
Write something like, Dragon Mawlers have discovered poison. Questioning me. I'm not sure. Please help.
Sure. I'll write that down and send it.
This is gonna end so badly.
What's the worst
The
thing pestilence
Tibbs.
gonna do?
Tibbs will proceed to write down exactly that, and then turn to Firelight. Same as last time, champ. Light her up.
They're gonna find out that he's been compromised. They're gonna know. I mean, I'm
And then
not
he's
saying I have
never
a
used
better
to us,
idea.
and we can kill him. Or make him live forever. Whichever one. Maybe both.
We're not doing either of those things.
Oh, you're
Why-
no fun.
I'm okay. Are we sending the letter?
I'm sorry, Firelight. Yes, we are. I'm just,
Okay, I'll light
believe
it
it
up.
or not, I've never had anyone betray me before, so this is all kind of new to me.
You get used to it after the first time, trust me.
You
I don't
do,
wanna
don't
get-
you? But sorry. Anyway, yeah, lighting the letter up.
Alright, then can you type to me exactly what the letter says?
Well, we read the letter and stuff before
Well, yeah,
we send
we're
it.
watching what he's writing.
Yeah, but
Unless he's writing in some kind
I'd
of
like
secret
to
code.
have a hard copy to look at nonetheless.
Okay. Oh, also, while we're waiting for a reply, why exactly do you have a death wish?
Posy.
So, Firelight, how's things been in Skyfall? You know, on your job and all.
Well, people not dying, the usual. Well, no, not the usual for us, but the usual for me.
Must be nice to be
Nice.
doing something good, huh?
It
Oh,
does
cozy.
feel nice,
No,
but
that's
I
good.
just missed you guys too much.
No, we missed you too.
Yeah.
Being the only pony I know who isn't a complete dipshit. But
You're the
lots of-
Yeah.
best doctor we ever had. Much better than
Yeah.
that dipshit over there.
So wait, does this mean you're?
Can you come up with any better responses, mate?
No one likes you, Tibbs. Sit in your
Traitorous
corner.
scum, little fuckbag, douche canoe, fuck bucket.
Okay, we get the idea. We get the idea.
Out of
Good
character,
for a
I'm
cock
personally
guzzling
stealing through
sperm wagon.
Chuckle fuck.
You just love
This
that
episode
kind of
rated R.
Lotsum is
How many times
learning
do we need-
such colourful language.
Hey guys, remind me how many times we need to say fuck to get it past a PG-13 rating?
Once.
More than once.
Yeah, so we won't let Flotsam have a drink, but we'll say all the colorful language we want around her.
Yep.
Well, this way she's not drunk, she won't think she can repeat it.
You think she thinks she can't repeat it? Oh, it's interesting.
You just have
Okay,
Zangton's
so-
voice in your head being like, don't swear, Flotsam, it's bad for you. Just 24 hours a day.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Okay, to get back on topic real quick, why exactly does Tibbs want to die?
Tibbs, why don't you tell us about Cozy? Is it because of her?
We should probably let him write for the moment.
I
Oh,
thought he'd
is
already
he
written
still
it.
writing?
Well, no.
The letter's been sent.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
just waiting for a reply.
Oh, okay, that's my bad then.
Actually, what I'm more curious about is what exactly you define as a family. I mean, how you think a family treats their members here.
Although that is an important question, I'd still like to be caught up.
Long story short, Tibbs had to bury his daughter or something. Was it a lover or a daughter? We never did establish the exact relationship here.
Friend.
Just a friend.
Oh,
Good wife.
well, at least you got to bury them.
Yeah, I suppose that's a real good reason to feel happy.
Well, I didn't get to bury mine. But, okay.
I still don't get why we're trying to figure out his sob story. Why we're going over ours in front of him. He's a
Because
traitor.
I want to know
He needs
why.
to be punished, not talked to.
We all
don't
deserve
want
to
to
get
know.
punished at some point.
This really shitty thing has happened, Powder, and you don't want an explanation?
No,
We have our explanation.
we know exactly
Sold
what's
us
going
out
on.
for a job.
That's not
And
good enough.
he's hoping we kill him so he doesn't have to feel bad anymore that he killed his friend. That about sum it up, Tibbs?
There's some nuance you're missing, but sure, we'll go with that.
You know,
Well,
if you want to
never
get,
been good at nuance.
you know, if you want to get technical, he didn't sell us out for a job. I mean, that was kind of.
He was doing a job and he betrayed us. What part of that doesn't imply him selling us out for a job?
Oh,
Well,
Celestia helped me for trying to protect my home, my friends, my family, my goods.
Oh, yeah,
such
because
a horrible pony.
we were doing so much to you lot.
we did, burn down several of their bases, murder a lot of people, a lot of them.
How many of them attacked us first?
Not as many as we
that
killed.
apart from that one base that Powder just went crazy at, but ignoring that.
Yeah.
And hey, we rescued Smackdog and he has a job now, so I'm calling that one a win.
No, I'm not completely happy about what happened with Smack Talk.
It could have been a
I'm
lot
not-
worse.
You're right. It could have been a lot worse. That doesn't make it better.
Well, you know,
In the
Firelight-
wasteland it does.
Well,
Am I the
Farrell.
only one here? You do all know that we've got a lot of stuff wrong, right?
Oh god,
Oh,
yes. I mean,
no,
we're
yeah.
in no way perfect. But, yeah.
But it's a lot easier to say that and pretend like you don't feel it than it is to actually feel it.
I have
It's
my
a lot
code
easier
and
to
I
hide
stick
behind
to
these
it.
things. And I have my
Tibbs
code and I
is
stick to it.
Tibbs, I almost eternally tortured a child by accident. I know I'm not I'm not in any way good. Trust me, don't you worry about that.
Okay. We'll get to that later. What?
Yeah,
There's
one
a,
of us
there's a puff
from-
of green chemical smoke, and a letter appears in front of Tibbs.
Oh, good. We'll grab it.
read it. What's it say, Firelight?
Tibbs, tell them it's likely the Green Death. Administer healing potions once every 6 hours, one mixed with 1 part 90 proof alcohol, and 2 parts daisy extract to 5 parts potion every 24 hours for 5 days. Make sure the patient is quarantined during the time. For the poison is bloodborne. Also tell the Maulers our raiders have been called from all operations. Any current activity is being bankrolled by the executive, and we've never acted on any of the information you've provided, only collected it. You've been a loyal brother and dependable asset. I hope the Raider Killer shows you mercy. If not, I'll see you in the beyond. Pestilence.
Pestilence responded? I thought we weren't sending it to Pestilence.
We weren't supposed to.
Oh.
I thought we were.
Oh, well.
We were. You were.
It doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't
like
matter.
he
He can't send it to anyone else. I don't think.
I can send it to Tibbs can send the letter to anyone he knows, and it doesn't matter who he addresses it to, so long as he knows who he's sending it to.
Oh, so it's not like we can stop who he sends it to anyway.
I thought, did we see what was actually written on the letter he sent? Because I thought we were paying attention to that, and we're gonna.
No, we did.
It read, Dragon Mawlers discovered poison in Skyfall, questioning me. Response. That was what he sent.
Also, interesting recipe.
I like it.
Firelight, do you think that'll work?
Well, it couldn't hurt. I don't think.
Well, maybe we should focus on getting to Skyfall then, so we can take care of this.
Do all of us have to go?
Have any idea what we're gonna do with him?
Jail?
No, we're not putting him in jail. He'll just get broken out. It's not like it's hard to break people out of Skyfall's jail.
I'm gonna be honest, and I don't want to be mean to Din here, but has anyone in this entire thing got any reason that any one of us would actually still want to be traveling with him?
Yes.
No. Alright, what's your reason?
No.
Javolt is actually of the opinion that Tibbs is not fully mature yet and needs to be raised by an actual family.
Of course,
Well,
yeah, something like that.
Tempered steel.
In comparison
So what's
to
Firelight's take on it?
who's actually pretty mature.
Well, he can heal. He's got a job to do.
I could see Tempered Steel, trying to bring him along in some capacity as kind of like a reform project.
Not as a reform. I'm not saying it as a reform project. I'm saying he can heal. If he can do that, then bring him along.
I get that you're not saying that, but I'm saying Tempered Steel's mindset is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying in character and stuff, like, yes, he's valuable. He can heal.
Was the question asked in character?
Yes, it was.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's my reason to bring him along and keep him alive. He can heal. How many people have we actually ran into that can do that really well?
You.
Exactly. What is the harm in having someone else who can actually do that?
The harm is in having a traitor who's constantly ready to stab us in the back at a moment's notice, someone we can't trust, who has proven himself untrustworthy and completely despicable to our standards, and, you know what? I just don't like him. Not one bit. I haven't liked him from the start.
Also, question. I've been reading the letter, and, anyone else notice the really specific section after he tells them how to deal with the Green Death? We just said we were questioning him about it, which seems logical because he's, our doctor. But it then goes into a 2-paragraph section about, hey, make sure, you tell him all about the fact that we've pulled all, like raiders out, and you've never acted on any of the information you've provided, blah, 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 blah. Like,
oh yeah, he knows.
That seems kind of specific, don't you?
He knows.
I had a cipher. You think I'd be dumb enough? You think I'd be dumb enough to just send the letters as is?
This is almost.
Yeah, that's still. I don't know. Something's iffy about that. At least to me. Just the way it's worded.
Can I have another piece of paper, please?
He's either lying, or why I'm not sure, but to tell the truth and everything, he would be getting a lot out of it.
Flotsam gives Tibbs another piece of paper as that was what he was asking for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not a chemical piece of paper this time, just a regular one.
I need to send a letter, Flotsam, to actually chemical, please.
But what are you going to send?
You've already proven that you're going to send more information in the letters than you're going to let on, so...
Last words, that's all.
Why do you still think we're going to kill you?
Well, here's an idea. How about he tells us what to write, then we write it so there's no cipher in place.
Alright.
Fine.
You don't quite understand. Okay.
You can write it, I just have to hold on to the letter when it burns, that's all.
Alright. Fair.
Pestilence. Thank you. I'd like to make that request now.
No.
Well,
No,
no, we're not sending it.
we're not sending that.
That's
No.
cute.
Let me fucking finish, you dipshits.
Oh, fuck you.
I'd like to ask that favor now. Forgive me. I'm sorry. Tibbs.
Wait, hang on. Is the favor forgiveness, or is the favor
favor is to forgive him.
Okay. Just wanted to confirm, because that could be taken a multitude of different ways with that grammar.
What do you need to be forgiven for?
The fact that he got caught.
Failing another fucking family.
Oh, please. We're not gonna kill you. We've just had this conversation.
No.
Not gonna make him immortal either.
Aww. Ruin all my fun.
No one's gonna live forever, and no one's gonna die.
Tibbs,
Well, at
I
least
don't
gonna
get
lock
it.
him up,
Did
right?
you? But
Well, either that or
you're...
bring him.
Wait, I'm confused.
Sorry.
Tibbs, you seem really cut up about the fact that we found you out, but it wasn't a big secret. I mean, Lilypad seemed to find out pretty easily. You weren't disguised or anything. You must have known going into this that we'd find out.
He wanted
Is that
to
why you did it?
No. Just write my letter, please, and let me get on to the second one.
Oh, come on, answer the question.
Let me write my fucking letters, you damn zebra.
As soon as you've answered the question, Pony. As soon as you've answered the question.
You know, we got little ears about.
Given your group's treatment of raiders, I didn't expect a damn one of you to learn a thing. It's not like you were going to stop and ask any questions.
What are you talking about? I've been asking. I want to understand, Tibbs. Tell me. Tell me what you're thinking. Please.
Thinking I want to write my second letter, please.
If we let you write the second letter, then will you say something?
Sure. Taupe.
Taupe.
No. Cindy. Sorry I never came back. Take care of her for me, please. I'm so sorry.
Gonna regret asking this, but what do you mean exactly by that?
Just talking about my first family. Just saying goodbye.
Why are you saying goodbye? I don't understand. Do you really think?
Well, even if we don't kill him, he knows we're gonna put him somewhere that he's not gonna get out of, so...
It could.
Well, not for a long time, anyway.
It's just also final. I don't like this.
Nobody does.
Everything was...
Chica pipes up and says, Wasteland prisons aren't exactly made with prison terms in mind.
Look, I don't know what's gonna happen next. I don't think any of us really know what's gonna happen next, so Tibbs, why have you already decided that this is the end?
Because at this point I can't go back home. Can't go back to Pestilence. Tibbs is gonna look up at Powder Keg. And I know for damn sure that it doesn't matter what I say, that cockmuncher's gonna kill me.
Oh, Tibbs, haven't we already promised that even if you die, you're not gonna stay dead?
And no one's going to live forever, no one's going to die.
You keep saying that, but I still don't believe a word you're saying.
I'll make sure that he lives.
No, good. So he does get to live forever.
No. I'll make sure that Powder doesn't get to kill him.
And I will be helping to make sure that nobody murders him.
Listen.
I then raise a hoof and I'm like, okay, so that stops my plan working how?
What plan?
We're not so worried about your plan and stuff at the moment.
Okay,
your plan only gets put in place after dead. We're trying to stop the first part from happening. Now, Powder, I understand you want him dead. Do you understand that that's exactly what he wants?
Oh no, I'm not killing him yet. But he is getting punishment.
Okay, cool. So, what better punishment than being dragged around by us, at least?
Nope.
No?
He is
Really?
as far away from me as he can get.
Ugh. Well, okay, at least he's not dead for now.
Yeah, but if he leaves us, what's to stop him just killing himself?
Ugh.
Tibbs?
You all make this difficult.
What, Flotsam?
Why do you want to die?
'Cause I'm sick of this. Sick of all this.
Sick of what?
Living without them.
I've spent my entire life scrounging around, picking up scraps, trying to just make my way. I'm tired of it all. I'm just so tired.
Look at what you did while you were with us, Chica says.
Not seeing anything with it.
But what about the pony you just wrote a letter to? Cindy? Tote? Whatever her name is.
Can't go
Don't
back
you want to
to
stay around for her?
Can't go back to her, not after what I did.
Why not?
Wait. Okay.
He's
Is this
not,
because
he's not
we-
going to share, guys?
No. I'm just asking one
Killed
thing.
a sister, left town.
Kill.
Well, okay, that's blunt. I like
What,
it.
your friend? Cozy?
Yeah.
I always figured that you didn't really have a choice. Is that not true?
She was still there when I did it.
She wasn't found?
Not completely.
She was a ghoul, huh?
Half the population of Brisbane's a ghoul, mate.
Killed her before she fully turned. How come?
It's complicated.
Sure.
It's okay. You don't have to explain it all now. But I understand. Feels like you always have a choice, huh?
No, mate. No, you don't.
Okay.
You should stay.
Yeah.
Flotsam looks over at her. Huh?
You should stay. Because right now, right here and right now, with these ponies, it's the one chance any of us have to do any real good, to make any real change in this freaking wasteland.
Flotsam points at Tibbs. But he hates us.
I never
To be
said
honest,
that,
No,
Sheila.
I don't think he does.
But then,
Give him a chance.
but you must hate us. Why else would you do this?
He doesn't hate us. It's
Tibbs-
just a job.
Job, business. It was
The only
never
thing-
anything personal.
The only thing he really hates right now is the fact that he failed his job.
You're not
For me?
seriously. No.
Yes, Powder
no.
Keg. Yes.
Powder keg.
Absolutely not.
Please
Mm.
I'm
listen.
sort of on the fence with this. I mean, I can
Please.
definitely see its uses, but
No,
Powder Keg, we have to make a choice about this. Chica actually gets up, stands up, and just turns to face the rest of you.
Yes.
There's no right or wrong. It's a choice that we have to make. And that choice is about us more than it is about Tibbs.
There's nothing to say he won't come around.
there's nothing to say that he will.
I
Yeah.
say we lock
Tibbs?
him up in a cell and we leave him there.
That's a
Ugh.
death
Oh,
sentence, and you know it.
Plus, he's a freaking raider. I mean, it's not like Pestilence couldn't just break him out if he wanted to.
Tibbs,
Yeah, little Sheila.
how do you actually feel about us?
Said it before, I'll say it again. You're a lot of fun. You're interesting, you're... Not much care for your sense of morals and justice, but you're not bad ponies.
Well,
Aw.
half of us aren't ponies, which helps.
But the point still stands.
You You all, for whatever reason, forgave me. I forgive Tibbs.
We forgave you because you didn't do anything wrong. Tibbs, on the other hand...
I slit my husband's throat in self-defense.
Oh, in self-defense. He went into this
willingly for the rest of my life,
Zenkarn. He doesn't...
And don't you ever make it anything less than what it is ever again. Do you hear me?
I'm saying it's on a slightly different scale than what Tibbs has done is all.
No, I think, considering...
Zenkarn?
My home, my family,
quiet.
Self-defense.
What, if you didn't do what Pestilence told you to do, you'd murder a bunch of people?
No.
No.
My point stands.
Pestilence is a family.
said.
Look, what would you... Look, okay. Think of... for somebody who used to alright. They're his family. Alright? Take it from somebody who used to live, like... Who was this? Alright? I was a raider once too. And believe it or not, yes, they're family. A lot of them would die for each other. A lot of them did. So it doesn't matter what like, you gotta look at it from his point of view. What would you do for your family?
Wouldn't know. Never really had one.
I can
Okay. But what would you do for us?
I can back
Flotsam
up.
looks up at
Define
him.
us.
What would you do for
Flotsam?
Flotsam?
Oh, for Flotsam, anything. She saved my life and I owe her that. But,
I didn't save your life, Zenkarn. I almost killed you.
hey, I'm not dead. I'm calling that a win.
I can back
Exactly. Now, he did what he had to do for his family.
Alright then. Question.
I forgive him
You
for
were
that.
given this, when you were given this job, could you have said no?
Technically.
My point stands.
Alright.
Did you ever?
But if you were given if you were offered a job to protect that involved protecting your family, you'd do it, right?
If I was
Not
given a
if it
job
meant-
to protect
wouldn't-
Flotsam,
Yes.
yeah, I'd happily betray a group. That's what it meant.
I wouldn't. I couldn't pretend to be someone's friend and then turn on them.
Well, to be honest, I'm not all that sure that he was pretending to be I granted, I'm using the term friend loosely, but it's not like he hates us. At least give him that.
But that
Speak for yourself.
Well,
just
No,
makes
Powder
it so
Keg,
much
you
more
mainly hate Tibbs.
confusing.
That's the main issue here.
And at least you don't
My
want to kill him
reasons are
anymore.
pretty good.
But that would have made it, wouldn't that have made it really difficult? If you like some pony, that would make it really difficult to, spy on them and feed information about them to some pony.
Depends on how much you like the other person. Well,
Most of my letters were just after Skyfall. They've been running dry since then.
I can back up what Firelight is saying. My family, I was born into a raider family. They may have been messed up, but sometimes that's the family you have. And frankly, right now, if I didn't give Tibbs a chance to become a better person, there is a unicorn I know who is responsible for who I am today that I could not look in the eye without being ashamed of myself.
That's what I'm saying, Chica says again. This choice isn't about Tibbs anymore, it's about us. Are we gonna
So what?
be like the
It's
rest of the
about us.
Wasteland and play it safe, or are we gonna try and be better than that?
Better than that is send him the justice he deserves.
No, Powder Keg, it's not. It's not.
alright.
She is
Okay.
right,
If it were about
Just think about it this way. What would you have... I'm sorry for bringing it. I'm really sorry for bringing it up. But what would you have done for your brother? Well, you'd probably do the same, huh?
I don't know, it is Powder Keg.
You're right. He'd probably do more.
Powder Keg just is staring at Firelight with this look of, anger and hatred. Just,
Powder Keg, if the Wasteland was really entirely about people getting the justice they deserved, I'm pretty sure neither me or Firelight would be here right now.
On the other hand, Hoof, you both changed and became better.
Exactly.
And, you didn't deliberately go out and, sell us out to anyone, so...
Right, because we became better people. If you'd met me before I became a better person, I'd be worse than Tibbs. I used to be worse than Tibbs. And
Wow.
look where I am right now.
Willing to walk out on us at a moment's notice because of a hissy fit?
Yeah, we haven't forgotten that, Steel.
I think you're misinterpreting what went on there.
No. You said you'd tell us a thing, then you left. What part am I misinterpreting?
You lied to us. Said you'd tell us the truth, and then didn't. And we're not going to get into that right now. Tibbs, what do you think about all this? Do you think you can change?
If any group can, it's you. Less impossible things have been done already.
You think you could stand to still be around us?
Well, maybe that's a question we should ask later.
Chica once more says there's still one thing kind of binding us all together. Us, Skyfall, the Steel Rangers, the Raiders, every pony. Everybody.
What, mutual hatred?
Of the executive?
Mutual hatred and the executive.
We really do have to kill that guy. You can agree on that, right, Tibbs?
Yeah.
Maybe we can't be friends forever, but judging by the letter, judging by everything else, I think he's a bigger problem than us and the Raiders.
Alright, so let's
tell
go
you
take
what.
care of this poison problem, then figure out how to kill the executive.
As a final favor to my boss, I'll travel with your group. If you'll have me. If you'll be so gracious. Just so I can personally send him the executive's head on a platter.
I think a lot of other people have claimed before you, but welcome to try.
Then I'll take
he's
his
just
kidneys. I will take whatever fucking bit of him I can get.
Technically, he's asking just for his head, not to kill him.
I'm just going to ignore that statement.
Tibbs, I think someone, can I hold on to the chemically treated paper?
You can burn it all for all I care.
You won't need it?
If I do, I can just make more, but...
Oh, there's still his business to worry about.
I'll just hold on to it.
I think Powder Keg needs to chime in here.
I don't want to travel with them.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Is there
guys.
any-
Powder's being really stubborn here, but there has been no good reason for him. Nothing has come
Okay.
up.
Okay.
Powder, what is
Wait,
the
wait, wait.
alternative?
Okay.
Letting him go.
Locking him up.
Oh, that's not an alternative, and we've already discussed why.
The
He'll either
likes of
die,
us can
he'll either
bust
die
Chica
in
out.
there, or someone will break him out.
Okay.
The likes of us can break Chica out of jail. And that's not even all of us. That's you, me, and Zenkar.
Okay. Think of it like this. We send him to jail, we let him go, whatever else we do. If he travels with us, he's a doctor, he can heal.
Then what? Kills us all in our sleep and goes back to his boss and tells him problem solved?
He's not gonna kill us. Pestilence didn't want us dead.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused.
We know who
as
his
to-
spy is now. I'm sure he's changed his mind.
Well,
Besides,
if it's really that big a problem, we can we can trade shifts watching to make sure he doesn't.
Chica, at this point, has given up on arguing. She just goes to one section of the room and just kind of sits down with her head in her hooves.
okay, Powder. Okay, I know you don't like it, but will you at least just let it happen?
That's C4 triggers remotely, right?
Yep.
Oh no, don't.
Wait, what?
going there,
I
you
see where
guys.
this is going.
He's going there.
What?
Come on,
What's going on?
Tibbs. Really? Even I mean, I don't like you that much at the moment, but don't give him that much control over you.
No. We're not trusting Powder Cave with the detonator.
You just want to be rid of him, Powder Keg?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What if we split up? I mean, we've got a whole bunch of quests.
No.
Come on, I just got here.
Oh yes, because it's all about you, Firelight. I'm sorry.
Chica just throws up her hooves and says, all right, just put him in jail. He breaks out. He stays there for a while, whatever. Whatever happens, happens, but it's not our problem anymore.
No.
Fuck it. Can't we just leave him here?
You know what? We can practically bring this to a vote. It's just you, Powderkeg.
Alright. Fair enough. Let's vote on it. Who wants to keep him with us?
Flotsam raises a hoof.
Powderkeg
raises a claw.
Tempered Steel raises his hand.
Chica raises her hoof.
Alright. 4v2. Guess majority wins.
Powderkeg leaves the building.
Oh,
he just walks out.
Oh gosh. And we were just talking about being mad at someone else for walking out.
Yeah, I'll follow Powder.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Javolt goes with Zenkarn.
Oh no.
For Pete's sake.
So now it's just Javolt, Powderkeg, and Zenkarn outside the tower, just outside the front door.
Great. Just great. Then, like, I just got here, and now everybody's friggin' leaving.
Night's clear.
We'll fix this. Firelight, we'll fix it. I'll be back in a bit.
Tempered Steel is going to carefully remove the ropes that are keeping Tibbs tied up.
Okay.
Javolt pokes his head back in and says, sorry, was I supposed to walk out? I thought we were...
Oh my god.
Just go
Okay,
away
so
with Powder.
it's just Powderkeg and Zenkarn out there then.
Now, Javolt is sort of now walking in and out the door in complete confusion.
You know what? Why don't we all walk out? We need to go to Skyfall anyway.
Flotsam has put herself in a room again. You can always call her back.
And Aurelia is completely oblivious to all this.
Well, I was
That's
about
very
to-
true. Relly is somewhere else entirely.
And if so, Tempered Steel was going to let her know.
What the hell is going on outside? I need to know this.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Sorry,
outside?
I was just waiting for everyone
Yes.
else to do stuff.
Sorry, we were waiting. I was just waiting for my chance because everybody else seemed to be doing things still inside. Didn't want to interrupt anyone. Powderkeg is basically grumbling. As he walks out, he goes all the way down and out the building, and he just starts looking for a direction. After a few seconds, he starts walking in a random direction away from the building.
Powder, wait.
What?
I agree with you, frankly. I 100% agree with you, but I don't think, abandoning everyone else to stay with Tibbs is a particularly good idea, especially considering how much they all trust him.
Who said we trust him?
Shut up, you're not helping.
Sorry.
I'm not traveling with him. That's that.
Well, then what? You're just gonna split off from the rest of us?
I'm going back to Skyfall.
What? Shack up with Blinky and just live there?
I need to protect it. Pestilence knows what's there. Only the executive does too, probably. I can't let him do what he wants with that place.
Well, honestly, better plan. Didn't we hear at one point, at least, that the executive was, shacking up in the cult building?
What of it?
Look, they've been doing crap I don't like. You want to get at the executive. I vote we just head there and solve the problem.
Head there and kill him?
Works for me.
Works for me too.
Mother of God.
Cause, look,
This is where having the DM ability to smite people would be really good right now, but I'm not that kind of DM.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry that Din
Yes,
created a character.
Yes, shame on you guys for being in character about this, I know. Alright, what are you guys doing?
It's
Honestly, does storming the cult sound like a really good idea, even in character?
Yeah.
No.
There's a lot of information we can get on the way.
Just
and
the two of you?
Yep.
No.
Can I just point
Powderkeg
out?
trusts just the two of them, then bringing Tibbs along on anything.
This is out
I'm
of character,
sorry.
but can I point out that Tibbs, having inside information about the Four Horses gang might be beneficial, especially since the executive is known to have ties with them.
Powder Keg doesn't care about that. Powder Keg doesn't care to work with Tibbs.
Powder Keg doesn't care about anything.
So Powder Keg is being basically a self-entitled,
difficult.
rat?
Yeah.
Powder Keg is doing the kind of thing you'd expect from him from the start. It's just that I'm really sorry here. I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm not trying to be an ass. I'm actually really annoyed about this because I don't want to be doing it. But
You're in character.
I'm in character.
It's fine.
Well, I understand that and stuff, but like, I'm trying to give reasons left and right.
Well, here's a question. What if he meets with Blinky and Blinky tells him to... Blinky says something that makes
Going
him...
alone
That's
is
not
stupid.
something that can happen right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so can
I'm
I
not
say
saying
Javon
don't
went out
go to
with them?
Death Wish.
Yes, after a while, Javolt also heads out the front door while the other two are still there.
So Javon walks up to the two of them and says, "What are you two doing?"
None of your
Making
business,
plans.
Javolt.
Why don't
Making
you go-
plans. Really?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? You can help. And sort of give Powder a look. Wouldn't
I suppose.
You wouldn't be able to do us a favor, would you?
What sort of favor?
Me and Powder here, well, look, gonna be honest, Powder's a little bit worried about Blinky and what's happening, so we just want to rush over to Skyfall. Can you go up and get the rest of the people the rest of the group sort of organized to travel? I would, I don't really want to send Powder by himself. I know he's capable, but, 4 eyes are better than 2.
2 eyes are better than none, I suppose.
Exactly.
Tell you what, you get this, you do have the radio, right?
Well, yeah, and, I've got my link to Flotsam, but,
Oh, yes, of course.
I saw she wasn't exactly, in the right state of mind to act as a transmitter.
Ah, well, I was planning to, link up the radio to her pip-buck, which actually would just make the situation worse, I suppose.
Look, can you help us? Look, I know
So if I
you're
got
the
this
only one
situation straight, you two want to wander off and have us come after you.
We're only
at a
going to
distance.
Skyfall. I mean, it's not even that far away. We'll go past the Slayer base and all that on the way.
Those are on opposite sides of the tower.
No. Oh, are they? Oops.
Yes. Slayer
Sorry.
base to
Alright.
the north.
Sorry, I'm
Skyfall's
getting
to the
the
south.
map
I'll let
messed up in my
I'll
head.
let you two wander off, but I'll let you two go to Skyfall on your own if you take Chica with you.
I
You have
really
to get
don't
Chica
think
to
she's
agree with that
exactly,
first.
happy with me at the moment. If you,
Or
hadn't
me.
noticed.
Well, the two of you are going to have to learn to talk through your differences if you really want your relationship to work.
Okay, look, fine. As soon as we're all in Skyfall, I'll sit her down and I'll talk to her. I promise. But just, I don't know. I need to be moving, and Powder does too. We can't.
All right.
Please.
All right. Javon nods and goes to get Chica.
Yeah, okay. You can find Chica pretty easily.
I look at Powder. Run.
Oh, dear.
And Javon says to
Hold
Chica,
on a moment.
"They're running. You should probably go after them.
Chica
Just to make sure they
Chica
don't
looks
do-
at you, sees that you're totally, for once, completely serious, and just nods and actually, flits up with her, little changeling wings and actually buzzes towards the door.
I thought you
Okay,
would jump out the
while
window.
Javolt is still getting to her, as soon as he's in the door, Powder Keg is going to set down the Javolt grenade, set down the Tibbs grenade on the
I
ground.
thought you used the Tibbs grenade.
Oh, did I? Oh, yes, I did. He's going to
Yes.
set down the Javolt grenade on the ground. He's going to set down a small scrap of paper, and on it he's just going to write, "Sorry." And then he's like, "Let's run."
I would suggest jumping out the window, Chica.
Running!
Uh,
Please tell me we don't have to roll to run.
You can just run,
Yay!
but by the time Chica gets down to the front entrance, she can still see you running, and she heads off in your direction.
Volt sort of throws up his hooves and says, "There was a window right there."
No, the windows were too small to jump through. They were very narrow.
That was the thing we learned the first time we came here, remember?
Yeah. Sorry.
The windows were not access points.
Okay, wait. So they're running?
Yeah.
Yep. They're going to Skyfall, but they don't want to travel with. Yeah.
Somehow, I don't know.
Ah.
Zenkan, the element of honesty.
Okay, I hate to say it, like, okay, who all here thinks that they're not actually going to Skyfall?
I did send Chica after them, so.
Tibbs will raise a hoof.
Tempered Steel will hesitantly raise a hand.
Honestly, where else would they go?
Aurelia
Flotsam.
walks back into the up the stairs into the 4th floor, and it's like, huh? Something going on?
Flotsam reappears from the room that she'd vanished from and goes, I think they're going to I think they might be heading towards the cult.
I'm not sure what that is yet. I'm sorry, I've been gone for a while.
That would probably mean the Red Scale Cathedral in the northeast part of the mall.
Zenkarn thinks that Powder needs to blow off some steam, maybe kill some bad guys.
Right, so we're following them. Okay.
Well, how about we head for Skyfall first and we plan from there?
No, we're following them. Now.
Wait, Firelight, what about your poison patient?
It's slow acting, and I left someone there to take care of them. They should be okay for a little while.
Yeah, your Trigger should be able to hold down the fort.
Would I have any other contacts in Skyfall?
Yeah, you might.
You know
Possibly.
Blinky.
That's true.
All right. You start writing can you write and run at the same time? I'm guessing not.
Tibbs is just going to tear the letter that he got from Pestilence in half, but where the rest, splitting between the recipe and the other part, and send the recipe, just hold it up to Firelight. Burn this now.
Okay then. It's on fire.
The letter disappears in a puff of chemical smoke.
Okay then. So we're running?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're running. And Firelight will just run out.
Have we made sure that everyone is coming with? That no one is
unaware? You can make sure that you've got Aurelio's there, Chica's there, it's there.
No, I thought Chica went after.
Oh yeah, Chica went after the main group and
whatever.
And with that,
Can I just have one moment of going, Flotsam just kind of looking disappointed and going, we're leaving already?
Can they find the, can we end on them finding my note?
Javolt sort of pats Flotsam and says, I'm sorry you didn't get to talk to Smack Talk.
And, so I see the note when, I run out the building, right?
You guys see the note just been dropped in front of the main door.
Javolt picks up the grenade and puts it in his saddlebags.
He's probably gonna want that later, isn't he?
Probably.
Okay then. And
after this, they do not get to put upon me on what I did.
Yeah, I know. They were just complaining about that. Irony. It's fun.
Powder didn't actually complain about that.
Well, it's mainly Zenkarn then.
This is a slightly different situation.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
And no.
Yes.
DM decree, no.
For a variety of reasons, and you know what they are.
This is still stupid.
It makes sense.
No.
It
does not. Shut up. This session's over. It's 10 p.m. Pacific. I am completely just at my wit's end. We're done.
We are on the verge of breaking Spud.
So Tibbs didn't die, but now the party's split and going off in another direction that I hadn't even planned for. And, the whole Craggy situation's still unresolved.
Oh god, it is.
I tried! I tried!
What's the Craggy
that's
situation?
a thing.
I'm sorry, Spud. I really am. I didn't want to do this.
Yeah, there was a lot of factors in character and out that led to me making the decisions I made. But I am
really
sorry.
hoping that Powderkeg in character would be a little bit more open-minded.
Or at least not
The
running
problem
to
is that
death.
Tibbs has personally dicked him off in a way that no one else has. Except,
For, you know who.
yeah.
Well, I guess we get to deal with some drama then.
I swear, by the end of this, I will make sure everything is, like, perfectly fine.
But
I
yes,
will fix this.
Firelight, AK Codeman, is now back in the game, giving us
Thank
a total
God.
of
So
seven
much
player
characters.
characters.
Yay! You get to
We should probably do the sign off while we're all still sane.
Sign off, please, sign off.
This has been Fallout is Dragons.
Join us next week when a series of stupid decisions and both in character and out of character, lead to, well, a bunch of
Someone
death.
probably dying.